Been gone, man. Rested too much. Hang on, Bella. Take my back, you can get my hand. Get my hand. Try touching nuts. I don't know why. That would have been bad. I hate this so much. We can title the video Chad Hardy Slams Chew. Make sure it's fine. You know how to do it? I'm grappling. I know. I'll surprise you. Yeah. Post Thanksgiving, I've gained a couple LBs. Forgot who the footlock master is. Right in the mouth. Don't you worry, I got one brewing. in there.
I'm gonna put like a fart counter in a video.
We're up to 3. You give Chad some Taco Bell and some Qdoba, dude. This whole video would be just farts. Those rallies. Rallies? Good God, man. For you guys that are watching this, you can eat like shit and be a black belt. As long as you're in your 20s. You get to your 30s, that shit don't work anymore.
I'm on the straight Taco Bell diet. I wonder if I can get a sponsorship from them.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick a drill, and then you pick a drill. We'll do my drill for 1 minute, then we'll roll for 6. Then we'll pick your drill for a minute, and then rest for there will be no rest. So during the rest period, we'll do the drilling, and then we'll roll for 6 minutes, and then during the rest period, instead of resting, we'll get up and do the spins. So you have your drill ready. We're gonna start with knee spins on 9. You hold the timer, so you know when it's done. Ready? Yep. Go. Ready?
Just that thing.
Go. We get a package.
Yes! Not my book. What the hell is this? Oh, it's my other gift. I got Chewy.
Good. Okay. No worries. Good coffee. Got The Instagram messages are coming in. What's the strangest, weirdest, creepiest thing someone's ever said to you while you're rolling, you know?
Nice ass.
Nice ass?
I was thinking of that one. That's a good one. It's probably David Riley, all the weird stuff he says.
Well, David wasn't creepy, it was just fun.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to like weird someone out when we get like that close to them.
Yeah.
As far as like, you know, rolling. You're basically grinding on each other for minute on minute. Like,
I used to get so weirded out when I first started. If someone would put me in side control and they'd breathe on my face.
oh,
I would get so freaked out. I was like, ah!
I'll tell you what bugs me is when someone like is just smoking a bunch of cigarettes and they come in and you're rolling with them and you just get that like smack. You know? Yeah. All right, I'll do shots. I won't do full takedowns. I'm just gonna put penetration steps in for 2 minutes. So we got some weird questions. Okay, well, so we got one. We'll go through these and we'll get back to training roll. It says, who sweats more, you or I? I'm fatter, so I sweat more.
When I'm in shape, I usually don't sweat, but it could be because I don't drink enough water.
I drink so much water. Would you rather have would you rather change sex every time you sneeze or not be able to tell the difference between a baby and a pastry? I'd say sneeze. Because if I need to, like if I didn't want to be like a woman or a man, I can always make myself sneeze. But I don't want to possibly make a mistake and eat a baby.
I'll go with the baby.
But you rather none of the pastry? Chad, the baby eater. Chad, for your MMA fight, how long did you train your striking? How long did you trust in your grappling enough?
I did 1 day of striking. That's fine. I started out, I did probably like 5 years of Taekwondo, and then I moved to boxing and Muay Thai. I trained that probably roughly about 4 or 5 years. My old instructor's the one who got me into Jiu-Jitsu. My Taekwondo instructor, he went here, told me to come here. So I had a little bit of knowledge about striking, but I believed in my Jiu-Jitsu when I was probably like 15. I was doing adult grappling tournaments at 15, and I was winning those tournaments, so I felt pretty comfortable grappling wise with people.
Yeah, well, plus you were back then, like, and even when you were here doing jiu-jitsu, you were still like working out and doing like you'd come in on the weekends and do some striking and stuff like that as well. But as far as focused on that fight particularly, you were doing about 6-7 weeks out. You was doing MMA sparring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Last one we'll do now. What do you do if you can't afford jiu-jitsu? Man, I get this from people. I'm just gonna speak from my experience. I was a poor kid growing up. I didn't have any money, man. But what I did is I made priorities. There was something I wanted, right? And for me, if I want something, I will find a way to make it happen. There's just no question, right? So I made enough money from working like odd jobs and stuff that I paid for myself and my buddy who was training with me because I wanted a buddy to go train with me. He didn't have the money, he said. He probably had the money, he just didn't want to spend it on jiu-jitsu. But I was like, well, shit, I'll buy your membership. I'll buy membership. We'll train together. And it was $80 a month, so $160 for me to pay out of my pocket at 18 years old and basically no money, just waiting tables on the side when I was going to school. My suggestion to you would be to see what you are spending money on and find what you can sort of move out of the way and prioritize jiu-jitsu a little bit more. If for some reason you absolutely do not have any money, or you don't have any money, there's no way you can do it, talk to the coaches that are there, man, and see what you can work out. I've had guys over the year that have mopped the mats, clean the gym, and do different things like that to help me out. I've get them odd jobs, do different things like that. You just got to be upfront because you don't want to be one of those dudes where like you say, oh man, let me train for mopping the mats, and then you stop mopping the mats or something like that. You got to make sure you uphold that in your end of the agreement. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's a will, there's a way. You can find a way to pay for jiu-jitsu. I got lucky, and when I first started jiu-jitsu, I came from a poor family. I ate ramen noodles probably for every meal of the day. And back when Taco Bell had those $2 meals, I would eat those like every day just to get by. But I mean, if I didn't teach jiu-jitsu and get jiu-jitsu for free, I would have found a way. I would have started a job somewhere. There's all kinds of restaurants you can work at. There's stuff you can do. You can go cut yards. When I didn't have money, Me and my buddy Ben Fowler would go cut yards left and right just to make a little bit extra cash so we could pay for my trip to the Worlds or the PAMs, whatever it's gonna be. I found a way to do it.
Desire backed by persistence and faith, my friend. Go back to training.
So I had a knockout punch. Well, I'm not even worried about the end.
Minutes. Let's ask some questions or answer some questions. Asking these. Let's find out what we got going here. There you go. Here's one for you, Chad. Being 6'7", I've been playing open guard more lately, but against small, quick guys, if they pass, then boom, side control. Any tips on how to improve my guard?
One of the main things I see, especially with taller people, is they're putting their feet like on the ground. Have you noticed if I'm, if Chewy's standing up and I'm here, I'm trying to always sit up to engage, grab the lapels, then I can pull the person, slow them down with my legs. If for some reason I'm flat on my back, you'll see that I'm constantly trying to wiggle my legs. And I'm trying to get my knee always to my hip. Because if you think about the pass, he's trying to control my hips. If he controls my hips, that's how he gets control of my body, gets the side control, right? So anytime he's passing, you'll see I'm trying to bring my bottom knee up to my hip to block, and then my hands are always creating frames. And when I'm doing my frames, I'm not reaching straight out, otherwise Chewy would armbar me every time. I'm trying to keep it like close to my hips when I do it.
Sound advice, I'm not tall. Well, I'm not short, but I'm not tall, so I can't answer that one. Here's one from, I don't know how to say that. How do you roll with someone who can't stand losing and is both a sore loser and a winner? So I think you mean like they gloat. Well, your instructor should be taking care of that. If they see that, I would speak to your instructor first, because if that happens, you need to let them know what's going on, because that can sort of mess up the culture in your gym. But if they continue and nothing has been done, I wouldn't roll with them. You know, again, because you could go and because you'll get up and end up getting angry, want to smash them, and that kind of ruins the whole experience for you. Because then if you come into the gym, instead of being like, oh man, I'm here to have a good time and train and have a good time and hang out with my buddies, you're thinking, man, I got to go and smash that dude because I don't want him to come back and be like, yeah, beat you or whatever, in locker room talk. Make sure you guys understand that, man. Like Chad and I've been training for like, you know, I've got guys in here, not just Chad, but there's plenty of guys that have been here for 10 years or more, right? When you're training, man, like you're trying to make sure that you're taking care of each other. So when you beat them, you pick them back up, help them back up, right? If you lose, say, good job, man, good submission, right? And because you're gonna be training with these people for years to come. And so you don't wanna like sour those relationships with bullshit that you say in the locker room about how cool you are and how good you are. Again, we're all in here to build each other up. You make yourself better so you can make everyone else around you better. Not just so you can like make a cool Instagram post about how you submitted one of your training partners. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, something that I noticed a lot. I mean, even here or at different gyms, rolling wise, if you're newer or maybe you're littler and you don't want to, people almost seem offended to ask people to roll. That's the only way that people are going to roll with you. You have to put yourself in the position. You have to go up to them, ask them to roll, because there'll be several times I'll go to different gyms, and I'll always try to grab the person that's on the roll and involve them in with the class. But you can't just sit there. You got to force yourself to go up to people and ask them to roll. Otherwise, you're gonna end up sitting there on the wall the whole time. And I went to another gym. I saw someone on the wall. They looked disappointed that no one would roll with them. It's not that they're a bad training partner or anything. You just gotta get involved into the class and just ask the person, like, hey, do you want to roll today? And 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say yeah, or I'm gonna say maybe I'm hurt or something. But other than that, I'll roll with you every time.
Yeah, I mean, not every gym's the same, but if you're at, like, if you ever come to here to train with us, in Louisville, a lot of you guys ask, if you ever come to Louisville, Kentucky, come to Derby City Mixed Martial Arts, train with us. And again, it's open door policy, but we don't have a weird rule where if you're like a white belt or a blue belt, you can't ask to roll with us. If you're here, we kind of see it as like, look, we're here to help out the people that are on the mat, so come train with us, ask us to roll, right? Again, if there's a reason why we can't, we'll let you know, but otherwise, ask a person to roll. We'll wrap this up. Hey guys, you guys want to be in one of the videos? Yes. You want to be in one of the videos? Yeah. Come here. Come sit down. Get some kids. Come on, sit down. Here, you can get one here or Chad. Guess what? You got to get in the video. So you guys got to think of it. So you got to think about one reason why you do jiu-jitsu. Can you guys do that? Like why you do jiu-jitsu? We'll just go from line to line. So we'll go, Lily, why do you train?
I'm not ready for this.
All right, why do you train, Anthony?
Because it's fun, and I'll learn how to defend myself.
Cool. What do you train for? That's why do you train?
To protect myself.
Okay. What about you, Jack?
Self-defense and like.
Now, why? You guys are telling me why do you guys like coming in here and wrestling around with each other?
It's fun.
It's fun. What about you?
Like everyone's like nice to each other, and it's all like it's not.
So you don't beat up on each other and then flex on after you're done submitting one another?
No.
Why not?
Because you're just being like a bad sport.
There we go. Going back to the old question. Learn from the 10-year-old. 9. Sorry. So guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching.
See y'all next time.
No liabilities.